I keep hearing people say, what else could she have done? What else could she have done? She did all that she could do. She reached out to the authorities multiple times for help. And if she had taken matters into her own hands, then she would have been behind bars like he was previously. It's like the system is failing our people. Like, what do you mean? What else could she have done? This man just spent 12 years in prison, got out doing the same thing, harassing and acting crazy. He was in jail for arsoning. I'm wondering, was it something that had to do with her? Remind you, this was her ex-husband, and he went into her place of business, into her office, and unalived her. And this young lady have reached out multiple times for help. I can't imagine the stress and the trauma that this young lady went through each and every day, looking over her shoulder, looking in her rearview mirror, thinking and wondering if he's following her, wondering if he's coming after her, wondering if today is going to be her last day. I feel so bad, and my prayers in my heart and my condolence goes out to the children and the family of this young lady. Y'all, it was like she knew her time was limited, and she tried to do all she could to save her life, but the system failed her.
Police say this is not the first time the man accused of fatally shooting his ex-wife has been in trouble with the law.
We have also learned that the woman who lost her life in today's shooting filed for a personal protection order just last month that was never served. 7 investigator Ross Jones joining us live right now here in studio with how in the world this could have happened.
Yeah, a lot of questions that need to be answered. Good evening to you both. Mario Green was convicted of aggravated stalking back in 2001 and spent 6 years in prison for arson before his 2012 release. But much more recently, his ex-wife said he posed an immediate danger to her, and she went before a judge to stop him.
The cries for help from Latricia Green could be seen in black and white. First, in a personal protection order sought on June 13th, when she said her ex-husband Mario Green was stalking her, that he continued to call my job and threatened to meet employees outside, and showed up to my job and tried to enter my office without my approval to get to me. The judge denied that PPO, but just over a month later, on July 20th, Latricia would seek another. This time, she said her ex-husband's behavior had escalated. Since I was denied, she said, he has now been able to break into my car and cut up my clothes, shoes, and steal belongings from me. And he followed me on multiple occasions and has tried to break my car window. I noticed him following me from Oak Park all the way back to the city and on Woodward and the Boulevard. He continued to try and turn his car into mine and block me off. He has continued to call my job and said he will not stop or stop coming after me. I have tried to be cordial, she said, because I feel that the system has now let me down each time that I have tried to make reports on this man. My father was murdered, and now with this situation, I am now in mental distress and scared, not knowing what to do. I have to constantly look over my shoulder to make sure this man is not following me to hurt me like he has done in the past with physical abuse. I am asking for help before this goes too far, she wrote, and things are too late. This time, the judge granted the PPO, deeming Mario Green to pose a threat to his ex-wife. But there was a problem, according to DPD Assistant Chief Charles Fitzgerald.
Unfortunately, it was not served on her ex-husband, so it almost brings us here today.
Well, according to Wayne County's website, a PPO can be served through a process server or court officer, a third party, or by certified mail. We do not know if Latricia Green pursued any of those methods, or if they would have made a difference at the end of the day. But it is so terrifying to read that she more or less predicted this.
What's even more sad is that he went to jail in 2001 for stalking. He served 12 years for arsoning, and then he gets out and he still do the same thing, and this time he takes her life. What's even more sad is this young lady father was lost to a murder, and now her family have to lose her to a murder. He is in jail right now on a remand, as well as one of his cousins has been arrested for allegedly trying to help him hide. Also, her cousin is going to speak out on what was going on in this alleged DV relationship and how the family tried to intervene.
Tell, to anybody, speak up. Sometimes you can't go to the police and the police be the savior for you. if you got a close male, neighbor, sister, anybody in your family, man, speak up.
Yeah, Rodney Hickman, that's Latricia's older cousin. They grew up together with strong family bonds. He says Latricia met Mario Green about 10 years ago. They got married shortly after that. Rodney says he tried to confront Mario about abuse allegations, but Latricia wouldn't let him, and that strained the relationship. In hindsight, he says there was always more that could have been done, and he doesn't want anyone else to suffer the way his family is right now after Latricia was shot and killed back on August 22nd at Henry Ford Hospital, where she worked.
She was the one in their relationship that was working. She's supporting, and that was the biggest thing too with our family. You're supporting this grown man who was doing nothing but just taking from you. The car that he fled the scene in was the car she paid for. You know, like it is. You know, my family is beyond hurt because Trish was an angel.
And now, as for those two suspects, Mario Green is being held without bond on premeditated murder. Another man, Anthony Bennett, is facing felony charges for allegedly helping Mario hide from police. He was given a $100,000 bond and now must wear a GPS tether. Now, the victim's cousin says he wants to see both of those men, both Mario and Anthony, punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Now, what I kind of took from what the cousin was saying was, hey, sometimes you can't go to the law enforcement because if they ain't helping and they ain't solving the problem, then you take matters into your own hands. But just to say that the family had to take matters into their own hand and the cousin have got involved, then the cousin will be behind bars like Mario is right now, Mr. Green, as well as the cousin that tried to help him hide. Also, say for instance, if Latrice had took matters into her own hands and it had been the other way around, then she would have been behind bars. We also know that in DV cases, just like in the one with allegedly the Frost family, where Kay called her brother to allegedly unalive her boyfriend, T. Hood, we see family shouldn't really get involved in DV cases. We hope that the law enforcement take control and come on scene and handle the situation and do their job like they supposed to. But as we see here, the system is failing people. And as well as we're going to see in this next clip, what happened in Dearborn the other day, where a man took his car and hit a person on purpose. And I guess all this allegedly started from work.
A Dearborn man in critical condition after being struck by a driver who police say hit him on purpose.
Investigators say this may have all stemmed from a business dispute involving a traffic ticket. Fox News' Jessica Dubnak joining us live with more on this. Jessica, I know there's a lot of layers here.
Yeah, Taryn and Rube, it gets even more complicated. First, a check of the victim's condition. Haider Al-Fadawi, he is in critical condition on life support. He has a long way to go in this recovery. His attorney saying if he survives all of this. Now, going back to last week, Haider had actually come here to Dearborn Police to file a separate police report to assault that happened at his home. And then a couple of days later, he came to follow up on that report. His attorney says he was pretty much dismissed by the officer that he came in contact with, and then a couple hours later he was struck by that car. This is all connected, and we'll lay it out for you. The man known for his decked-out SUV fighting for his life. Investigators say Haider Al-Fadawi was purposely hit seen in the security video. 38-year-old Murtada Al-Zaraji is charged with assault with intent to murder and was given a $750,000 bond Monday. Al-Fadawi is on life support.
He's had a traumatic brain injury. He's really going to have a very difficult quality of life moving forward if he survives.
Last Thursday, Al-Fadawi made a report with Dearborn Police after allegedly being beaten at his home with crowbars. When he followed up a couple days later, Saturday, he recorded the interaction with the Dearborn officer.
I can't give you any information. You'd have to contact the Detective Bureau.
Okay, so what happened if they come and try to kill me again? Or they kill me?
You call us.
After they kill me, I call you?
Sure.
That's what the police station. They said after they kill you, they call me, just in case I get killed.
Sources say that officer has been put on administrative duties, and Dearborn police are looking into how he handled the situation. The man who allegedly assaulted Al-Fadawi is not the same man charged Monday.
But right now, that's not the focus of Haidar and his family. We want justice for Haidar. We want to confirm that he's going to have a full recovery. And that's the very first and most important thing.
Yeah, some very eerie foreshadowing there in that cell phone video. Now, both of the suspects that we talked about here, the one that allegedly attacked Haidar and the one who is charged today, they're both somehow connected to the trucking business that he works for. Now, the victim's attorney, Amir Macklid, who you heard from in the story, he is very much supporting that internal review happening right now here at Dearborn Police, and we will, of course, keep tabs on it all. Reporting live in Dearborn, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Yeah, chilling and disturbing video from that cell phone. Just from the aspect of what he was looking for and what he got. I understand that officer's on administrative leave, but was that man able to get anything else from the police department that day after that officer gave him that answer?
So, point of clarification, he's on administrative duties, but it is possible he could face administrative leave pending the outcome of that investigation. So once Haidar was kind of dismissed, I'll say, from that officer, he left, and then a couple hours later, cut to that surveillance video, we saw what happened near downtown Dearborn.
Important distinction, administrative duty. Nonetheless, a disturbing story. Just
sending prayers to this family, and I pray that the young man have a full recovery and pull through. Money don't solve things, and money don't bring loved ones back, and money can't make you happy. But what I will say is I'm pretty sure this story you will hear again, because I'm pretty sure Dearborn police will be facing a lawsuit. Did y'all hear that officer tell that man when he asked what I come back after they unalive me? And he said, sure. How do you think that officer feel right now, knowing that a couple hours later this man was struck by a vehicle and is now in the hospital in a coma, a medical coma, and fighting for his life? He needs to be fired. He is not taking his job serious. You are to serve and to protect the people, and you take this as a joke, as this man have already previously been into Dearborn Police Department making a police report because these people have allegedly come to his home and beat him with a crowbar. Why was these people not arrested before this? Why is people keep getting slaps on the wrist and keep on doing more and more things and then fulfilling their crime out? They are then unaliving people because the system is failing these people. This is 2 incidents that happened in 1 week, guys. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on these incidents that's going on. Do y'all agree with me? It just seemed like the system is failing people. And in Miss Green case, I know a lot of people say, oh, a PPO is only a piece of paper. People don't respect that paper, this, that, and other. Well, if people is not respecting that piece of paper, then the law enforcement need to enforce the law and arrest these people that is disobeying the law and not following the rules. And family members need to stop laughing at their loved ones who they claim to love and think that, oh, they just crazy, oh, they just have an anger problem. Get these people some help, because it's not okay and it's not fair for people to be out here making funeral arrangements, having to bury their loved ones because of your loved one's senseless act. Y'all, it's your girl Yo-Yo. Drop down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and everything on what has been going on. My prayers goes out to the family. I hope the young man pulled through in Dearborn. I have seen his car so many times. It is a truck that is full of like different metal and chrome and have like a whole lot of designs and details and stuff like that. And it's just crazy. Like, I'm not sure the whole story behind this. They say it came from some work. Allegedly someone was fired, and I guess they just can't handle that. They kept harassing the family, making threats to the family and things like that. But this guy have been arrested as well, and he's on a $750,000 bond. In my opinion, he shouldn't have had no bond, because this here, you using your vehicle, that's a weapon. So that's attempted murder. But I'll catch y'all on the next video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a blessed day. It's your girl Yo-Yo. Bye.